we have on the caster couch, I think we're going to call this.
Casting couch.
Casting couch for what?
No, the castor, like Maxima.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get my pun?
Yep.
So we're joined by one of my favorite humans, Dean Wilson, and the champ.
Yeah, we're here.
The champ is here.
We're here.
How's that feel? Are you used to that yet?
Yeah, people keep saying it, but it's pretty cool, I guess.
I guess. I mean, I won the Supercross Championship, and I guess it's all right. Like, I've been working my whole life to do it.
I feel like I'm more of a low-key guy.
You are, yeah.
So, like, I kind of like just being, like, under the radar. But, yeah, I guess I'm the champ now, so everyone, that's what they... but that's only until the end of the... Until we start the next year of racing, so hopefully I can do it again and maybe
you
keep
might be
it going.
The champ.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Channel some of that Conor McGregor swag.
Champ.
Yeah, I don't know if I got his swag. That's this guy's guy right here.
Yeah, we was there any talk of getting Earl here?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah, with Earl, that was way more of a procedure. It's not like something you can just throw on in 20 minutes. It's like a 4.5 hour job. So
is that how long it took?
Yeah, then it takes an hour to get off. So
far out.
Yeah, it's like full on like makeup artist guy did it. So it was a process for sure. Did
you think that was gonna blow up the way it did?
No, not really. Just because I didn't really know. Like, we didn't really have a solid plan. We just kind of winged it. And so the people that were at the track were pretty much just the lucky ones that were the targets. Like, I tried to get Jason to go to the track, and I kept texting him like, "Hey, are you going to Paula tomorrow?" And he like cool guided me. I was like, "Hey."
No, the thing is he texted me like 3 times, and I was like, why does he want to ride with me so bad?
He must
never
think like, why does
ride
he
with
want
me
to?
This bad.
I texted him so many times trying to make sure he came to the track because I really wanted to get Jason, but then he had Supercross that day.
He was wise though. He was like, dude, he never texts me this much. And I know that Dean never replies to texts.
You see this guy. So we he didn't show, so pretty much everyone that was there and on it was just who was there that day. There was like no arrangements or nothing, so yeah.
Fair enough. And how was because I wondered, you did a really good job of it. At some point, people had to catch on that it was, did people catch on that it was you, or did people catch up that they were getting punked?
People just were very suspicious and I don't know, they just knew something was off.
But they didn't know.
Old Earl had a bit of spunk to him, they just this guy moves too quick.
Who was I think you were riding with, mate, was it Colt was out there, and then you just did the nastiest scrub, and then you could see halfway through the scrub you're like, fuck, I'm supposed to be kind of gooning a little bit here.
Yeah.
And it was just way too much steez.
It was hard. It was just because you're acting all day and I don't know how to act, and I'm doing it to people I know, so it's they know your body movement and your eyes, your teeth, so.
And you're you stand out in terms of your size and your style.
My size,
and
my voice, my accent. Yeah, so it was tough.
I feel like the kit helped you out a little bit though.
The New Balances?
Yeah.
And I was wearing that jacket, that old school 90s or 80s jacket, and it was so hot that day. It was honestly one of those things I was just so happy to get it done. And then when my buddy Chris that would put all the footage together, just kind of pieced it together, and it started coming along, and I personally don't even think it's that funny, but everybody else does. But you know what it's like watching yourself too. God, it's embarrassing.
Dude, you nailed it, but and it come from nowhere. There was no warning that was gonna happen, and it was just this straight up savagery that went down, and it lit up, man. I couldn't get away from that in the morning, because obviously the time difference, I get up, and it was just every single story that was on my Instagram was just Earl throwing it down, Earl.
No, I was surprised.
It's got over 1 million views, hasn't it?
2.5 million.
Damn, son.
So
you on that Danny Duncan program now?
Yeah, I don't know. This could be my last race. Just start YouTubing.
You and Chad.
Dino's YouTube. Did you subscribe though or not,
mate? You kidding? You kidding? I lit that button up. You got to do the what up, Dean Paulers? Swipe up.
Yeah.
My new merch. Are you gonna go that far into the YouTube game?
No.
I think you should though. You can pull it off. You and Adam can really pull off the YouTube.
Yeah,
thing.
It's just time consuming is the hard part.
It is,
But I don't know. I just at the point right now where you just got to keep yourself out
relevant.
there and just you know, you can also make good income doing it, you know, if you do it right.
If you do it right, yeah. Because you got the Evergood stuff, right? Like, you're a part of that still, aren't you?
Yeah, well, basically, I just help out, like, Shirk and all them.
Yeah.
They basically just, we have, like, these trips where we have little projects where we could do, like, videos, and for Shirk and them, they love doing that stuff, you know?
And they're good at it.
Yeah, they're so good. And, yeah, between all of us, like, to be honest, like, I just kind of, whenever they're in California, they just stay with me, and they love doing the video stuff. So when they could get, like, contracts or whatever out there, we do that. And then whenever we could get maybe money for a project, like, coming out here, it's kind of just like a free trip for all of us, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So we get to come out, and they get to do some videos and stuff like that. But, dude, they're so good at it. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. They did. The first one that they did with you was rad. And I think that they captured your vibe really well, because, like, I remember when the last time I was in Florida with you guys, like, you had a cardboard box as, like, your TV stand, like you really are that dude, you know what I mean? Like, you sort of they put that out in the video, and that was the story, but that really is what you're like you're super cheap, and you're like, you're not that out there being this excessive dude. And it was cool, like, for it to come out in a project that normally you like sensationalize shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna do a video shoot, I'll go rent a Bentley or go all Hanson on shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, it was cool that you guys were like, no, let's, like, really tell, like, this laid back story.
Yeah, and for them, I think it's easier with me too, because they're with me every day, you know?
Yeah.
But they also do good projects with everyone, you know? Dean had one of the projects. They did a good job with Zach. They had, like, a couple little deals. Yeah.
The Honey one was sick.
They're just, like, super creative, like, you know, Shark and Tom. Like, they're just very creative. Like, they just come up with stuff. And, like, it's just funny how what interests people is, like, it's not all about sometimes having the best of equipment to get good content. Like, they walk around with, like, a little dad camera and stuff, and, like, I personally,
we bought it straight off Craigslist.
Yeah,
like,
it
for
just,
$50.
like, it interests me more. Like, it's just creative and, like, yeah,
it's crazy.
It's like
man.
Skateboarding roots, kinda, you know.
It's crazy, like, because obviously you guys know this production level stuff that I used to do in the States. Like, fuck, we used to rock up with, like, $500,000 worth of shit.
And all
it don't matter anymore.
No, it doesn't, man. And you know what I think killed it is the whole, like, Instagram story thing, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, that is, like, compelling content when you have a person that's just, like, talking to their camera, and then all of a sudden it, like, got us used to not having to do the most, like, well-produced content in the world. And it was,
you
like,
gotta think, like, the first, like, Verb Platinums, those things went off. But if you made, like, another Verb Platinum, people have already seen that.
Dude,
it's already,
it
it's
wouldn't
like, it's
even get any
old. It's old news.
well, that's like, you remember the Dream Ride video that I did with Malcolm? Dude, we put so much
Yeah.
into that. Custom made that track, flew Malcolm out, and then that blew up, and that was still, like, like, around that first
that
Verb
wouldn't
Platinum.
even be that cool right now.
Dude, we did the second one a year later, way cooler, built a track in Hawaii. Like, it was ridiculous, and it barely even got 1 million views. And I'm just like, what do we got to do?
Yeah.
But now I think the whole Instagram thing, like, it's like people just want to watch people. They don't really care about the cinematic side of it anymore. It's just like, just give me content, give it to me now.
Yeah.
And it's just this constant.
I think that's one thing, like, even with Dean doing the Earl deal and stuff like that, I think people just want to see the personal side of you that you kind of keep hidden for so long, you know? Because, like, when they see us, they're on the podium, like, I want to thank my sponsors, blah, blah, blah. But, like, honestly, like, putting that personal side is on you for the most part. And I think that's, like, what he's doing with his YouTube, and kind of what, like, Evergood's trying to do with all of these people is you don't really see that. Like, people want to see you, like, even if you're just going out to, like, to eat and, like, just getting your conversation. People just want to hear your conversation, or whether it's just, like, anything. It's crazy.
Even how this whole thing blew up, like, way bigger than I ever thought it would. And it's just people talking.
Yeah,
and
it's like because, like, your thing, it's like, even when I go on YouTube, like, I always watch Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're just talking, but for some reason it interests me because they always talk about cool stuff and stuff you always wondered about, and, like, Elon Musk, is that his name?
Yeah.
I don't know, they just, like,
Dude, I watched the one with that Shalizi dude.
right.
Like,
There's
who's that?
like Marshmallow, it's like his agent, you know what I'm saying, and talks about like how he like it's just crazy, like the markets that they have broken into with just like the brand Marshmallow, like culinary arts. And like it's not even like he just makes his money on music now. He has like TV shows or like crazy stuff on the way they just went about like creating a brand.
Well, you know who's crazy?
Talk about it.
You know who's crazy for that is you know Action Bronson.
Yeah.
Like you know his show that he has on Vice.
Wait,
like,
what is it? Like fuck
that's delicious. Yeah. And it's like
or like 2 Chainz most expensivest.
Dude, right? And
that
it's
shit's
all
tight.
It's great. And then that Hot Wings as well, where it's like people get on that, and it's just like the most random shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've thought a lot about it since I started the podcast, and to me it's like I think we're so used to seeing stuff in like these 15-second or minute windows, which is really cool, and it's really convenient, and it means you can always be watching something or doing something. Like if I go to your Instagram, every single day there's going to be a story up that I'm going to find like entertaining. But then I think what that does is it makes you crave like a little bit of a deeper conversation as well, in a sense. So I think there's like it's like an offset that happens, and it's like making everything sort of work. Like it's a pretty crazy time. And like, dude, even I just got one of my friends just texted me and was like, oh, who's coming on the podcast this morning? And I was like, oh, Dean. Oh, well, you know Jay. And then Jay's like, dude, his Instagram, his YouTube is killing it right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, we've never seen stuff like that before. Like writers like yourself. Like you've got to invest in that as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, doing the YouTube thing is, I'm just trying to build it up. Like, there was a guy here yesterday, I think, actually, some YouTuber, and I didn't know who he was. I think he was a bit upset.
You mad, bro?
But like, yeah, but dude, these guys make so much money, and like at the end of the day, it is about making a living. But also, if you document and just doing what you love still and making money out of it too, I think that's pretty cool. Jason says he's gonna be like, he wants to be a what'd you say, like a food tester, like he wants to go around.
Oh, dude, yeah, I love eating out. So like, I want to be like a food guy, like go to these restaurants and just like say if their shit's good or not, you know, like basically what Action Bronson does, but I'm gonna figure out how to capitalize on it somehow. But no, honestly, I'm trying to get Dino I'm telling him to keep his YouTube going like you are right now, and I'm just trying to ride his coattails. I'm gonna be his hype man.
Dude, everyone needs a hype man.
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
needs a hype man.
Yeah.
No, I think it's awesome, man. And like AC's killing it as well, like because he's such a unique dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think, and you're the same, man. Like you're there's only one Dean Wilson on the circuit.
Right.
And it's like that's the sort of made for your own sort of channel, you know? Like there's guys that just can't pull it off, and like I mean both of you guys can pull it off.
I don't know. It's just,
So you're saying Tomac shouldn't have
I don't think Tomac.
YouTube channel?
I don't think Tomac would. I think if we started a YouTube channel for that rug,
would you follow Moose Can's YouTube channel?
I don't think the Moose has got a lot going on either, personality-wise, for a YouTube channel. I love the Moose, though. All power to Moose. He's a very nice guy. Are you still training at Baker's Factory this year?
Yeah, I am.
Did you, when you, last year, did you go back to California for a bit? Like, did you kind of get off that?
I only went, I went to Florida in December. That was about it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wondered if you were going to go back. Was there, like, a bunch of people that as soon as you went back to California that were just like, oh, well, there goes Ando?
Yeah, I'm a lot of people, even like people within my group.
Yeah.
But honestly, dude, I was like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and what I still be ready to race. So I kind of just was kind of doing it. Like honestly, sometimes whenever I just grind too hard, and it's not even that I wasn't grinding. We were still training. Me and Dino were doing motos in California the whole time, and the thing is just like I want to be in a place where I'm happy. And sometimes it's not that I'm not happy there. It's just, dude, I can't be in that serious of an environment for so long. It's
so boring in like where you guys were. Well, you're on the lake. It's not as bad for you. But like there's just not a lot going on. And you're around that, like it's Groundhog Day for you guys.
Yeah, but
like,
but straight up, like what we do for fun is we like go out to eat and maybe go to the movies. And honestly, like I look forward to going to like Chipotle sometimes just to get out of the house and do something, you know? So it's kind of, it is. But like in California, like I feel like we train and stuff, but it's kind of home for me, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And you've been there for a while now, eh?
Yeah, I've been there since I was 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't think people appreciate like the grind that it it takes, especially at Baker's Factory. Like,
Yeah.
dude, Baker's Factory wears me out and I'm just filming.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so, you know, every single day what you're gonna get. And I mean, that is monotonous, and it would be hard. And like, by the time you get into the season, like, you're not trying to get fitter. You know what I mean?
You're trying to
like,
maintain.
So it's like,
Yeah.
there's got to be a balance of where like you enjoy the week to still be fresh enough to go racing.
Yeah, exactly. It's a balance, but honestly, it still just wears on you. But it's but at the same time, we're riding dirt bikes for a living, so it's not that bad. I mean, we can
No, but
complain
you
a
got to
lot,
make it as good as it can
but
be
it's
for
just
you.
to keep riding dirt bikes and keep having an income doing what we do. We gotta grind. You know, that's the end of that's all there is to it. You know, but
it
so,
never really like gets easier.
No.
You know, it never gets easier. It's just you want to find different ways to try and enjoy the grind. You know, like it's like the Baker's Factory, like the whole program. Like it's just every day you're training. Like literally, like you'll fly back from a race on Saturday, or sorry, you'll race Saturday night Supercross. Sunday morning you'll get up for a 6 a.m. flight, get on your plane, get home, and then before you even like get in your house, you'll literally get on the spin bike and do your cardio just to get it done with, and then you can like flop on the couch, and you're just it's a grind, like, and it takes a toll. Like you look at people, you know, someone like Ryan Dungey, who is
Retired at 27.
Yeah, but the most like dedicated guy ever, and it even took a toll on him. And you know, I think it's a great program though, because it's just a lot of self-discipline. Like no matter what, you have to get your training done. There's no cheating or any ways about it, because you always have to record your heart rate, and I like it. I mean, I'm not even on it anymore, but I still do the same thing.
Well, it's funny though, like, because you get dudes like the Moose, he loves that shit. The Dunge, they love that shit. They want to just be told that if you do this, and this, you'll be ready. And then like nothing else matters. But you're right, you only can do that to a point. And I think one of the biggest things that sucks about our sport at the moment is that like we're not seeing, like, dude, Chad, K-Dub, Villeman, all those dudes like Tim Ferry, but like that last era before you guys sort of came in, the norm was like riding into your 30s, like early 30s, and now it's like shifted, like a 5-year shift. It's like, okay, well, it was early 30s, bang, now it's late 20s. So it's like it's just this 5-year shift, and then we don't get to enjoy guys like yourselves for as long as we should. And like, dude, I'm 30. I don't feel old. Like I would have, if I'm done, I'm retired for 3 years by now. And it's like I'm still a young dude. So to me, I think that's one of the hardest things. And I think like, there's too many races in the Supercross series, and then you go outdoors, and then there's no off season. So it's like, I think that is an issue kind of within the sport, and I think that's why you're seeing guys, because you just can't sustain that grind. And like, if you maybe had like a 14 round Supercross series, 10 round outdoor series, and then that'd make races like this easy to do and more fun to do, right?
I think it's tough, because I think you're just gonna have, you know, decisions from us riders, but then from the corporate side, the people that are paying the bills, you know, so it's kind of hard to, you know, justify anything. But yeah, I don't know what the right answer is to that, but for me, I would like to go into my early 30s racing, but at the same time, that's still a long ways away, and I could get to a point where I'm like, you know.
But it's hard. It's got to be hard, right? Like, you're in, because the last time we hung out, we were talking about like this whole plan that you had for like the years, and it was funny. I specifically remember you saying that like, I want to win a championship by, I can't remember what year, and then you kind of had like the rest of your career mapped out to where you still wanted to be a test rider. But it's like, it's got to be hard now for you, because you're in a unique place of being like, you're a champion. So now it's like, like that's one of the things that I find really disappointing for Chad almost, is like, he just might not get a ride, and we just might not see him race again. And it's like, that's not in my mind, that's not a very fitting way for a guy that's given so much to the sport to go out. And it's like, for you, you're going to get in a position, and Ryan would have got the same, Villo would have got the same thing, James is another one, where it's like, when people expect so much of guys like you, and now that you've won a championship, they're going to expect even more. So it's like, for you to go into your early 30s, what, you're gonna be cool with getting 7th in the championship, and then you know, it's like you're almost like a victim of your own success.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, I think I will, obviously at some point we're gonna start getting beat, you know, when you get older, but at the same time, I love racing, so I mean, honestly, it would be kind of nice, you know, to kind of like slowly work your way, you know, like if I'm 30 and I'm still racing and getting top 5s, look at Brayton, you know, he's making a career out of it, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think the hardest thing is what people have to say about it, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying,
and the people are always going to tell you, have something to say. I mean, just look at Instagram, dude, there's trolls everywhere. So, I mean, for us, we just kind of got to do what we really want to do. If that's getting 5th and you're 34 years old and still making money, hell, if you're having fun, go do it.
Dude, I'm pretty sure LaRocco got a podium at 61.
Dude, LaRocco, dude, actually, Brayton's the oldest winner, so.
How old was he?
He's 34 and like a half or something like that.
Well, Brayton must have been close then. But that's what I was talking.
No, Brayton
no,
is the oldest winner.
The oldest winner. Yeah, I was talking shit about LaRocco, but he was old.
Yeah, but that's what I was talking to Justin about yesterday, was he's making more money now than he pretty much has his whole career. Yeah. And he's slowed his, like,
hey, a win at Daytona will do that for you.
He's like slowed his whole like roll down though. He's not doing the outdoor grind. He's doing all these off-season races. He's racing here, gets to stay in a beautiful place in Australia. You know, then
he like bought a house here and stuff.
Yeah, like his program's sweet. I think it's really good, and he's still racing and doing what he loves. So
because you got to think,
I think it's good on him.
You got to think, like, when someone says like, oh, I'm gonna start a new diet or I'm gonna start working out or whatever, what's like the advice everyone gives them? Make it sustainable. Like, you know what I mean? Don't go so hard that you can't sustain, like, I'm never going to eat a carb again. No, bro, you're going to eat a carb again. Like, you can't do that. And I think that it's the same with what you guys do. And, like, I mean, and I love Alden. Like, obviously, he's a friend of mine. But it's like that program, it's like, I think you know what you're going to get. It's like you're going to win, and then you're going to be super over it.
Yeah,
but you've got to hope that the winning is enough there.
Yeah, but I feel like Alden, like, I've had the conversation with him to where, you know, sometimes I don't want to be around him, you know? Like, at the end of the day, and I told him, I'm like, dude, it's nothing personal or anything, and I want to work with you forever, but I need longevity in my career. So me being in California, don't take that personal, but it's just me getting away from you, because he's so gnarly whenever you're around him all the time. And that's just how he is. That's just his nature. But that's the reason why he has so many championships.
Yeah, that's why he's so good.
You know, so it's it is a give and take. But I think for like me, like, I gotta really know what I want, and I gotta know like my plan, and I gotta worry about me. You know, I don't want to worry about hurting Alden's feelings by going to California or anything like that, or just anything. You know, so I think you gotta just worry about that for longevity, but I still don't even know if that's going to work, because I'm only 25, so we still got another years to come to figure that whole deal out. But
it's cool that you, like, if you look at you from the outside and your image, you're like, fuck, he's a cruiser. Like, he's not, you're not really thinking too hard about this stuff, but, like, you really are, man, and I think you're smarter than people give you credit for. And I don't think that's in like a bad way.
Are you saying I look stupid?
Yeah, big time. But it's like, I don't think that's like a bad way, but you're not like, you don't put that image across all the time, but you're like, you think about this shit a lot.
Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like, honestly, I'm way more analytical than people would realize, but it's kind of cool with me though, because I feel like it kind of sets the bar low for me for expectation, and I'm cool with that.
So Australia, we're here. I'm pretty pumped you're here.
Yeah.
Is this your second trip?
Yeah,
and your
mine is second trip.
Yeah, it's both the 2 years in a row that you've done it, eh?
Yeah.
How do you like it? This event?
I like the event. Just being here in Australia is super nice, and we come here in the summer. It's the weather's nice, and they let me and him go chill on the yacht whenever we fly in, so it's not a bad deal. We get to check out Sydney and stuff, so it's cool.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I love it here. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm still getting out that grogginess. Just like,
you knew you had to come here, bro. You should have been up. You should have done
the jet lag hit me so hard. Like, I fell asleep in my room, and then I woke up, and I'm looking at the time, like, oh, I got to get going, and I just like, oh, I'm still coming back to life. Yeah. Anyways, love it though. It's like we've been having a good time. It's just an awesome country, awesome people, and yeah, it's just really fun to be here.
Yeah.
The track last night, I guess we can talk a little bit about the the event, like the racing side of stuff itself. What are I guess like your thoughts on the track? It's hard because like they've kind of got a certain space to work with, but I think they did a pretty good job of the track this year with what they sort of had space wise.
Yeah, I think the track's pretty good. It's kind of small, but it's not like bad or anything, And I think they do really good with the space because like last year I saw it and I was like, holy crap, it's gonna be so tight. But when you actually ride it, it feels bigger than what it looks like. And but this year it's a little bit more technical and it's I think it's gonna have a little bit harder spots to pass.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We got our butts kicked in time qualifying last night by Brayton, so hopefully we could figure it out today.
Like the two oldest guys in the class. Lucky Metcalf didn't beat us.
Dude, Betty's been running pretty good.
Gas, though, for
yeah,
sure.
dude, I was like I did one lap and I'm like, man, that was pretty fast, and I'm fourth behind Reardon and Brayton on top two, and guy hasn't raced in 6 months and beats me in qualifying.
It's alright. I'm always quick for a short spurt. That's what Sarah says.
Did she come or not?
Yeah, she's here.
Oh, did she? I haven't seen her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, and you're going to come up to the Goldie for a bit, eh?
Yeah.
It's going to be sick.
No,
though.
I'll be good. It's pretty cool because obviously I'm racing New Zealand, so I'm going to Hayden Melrossi's after this, and then riding and training, and my main priority is to get my training in still, but at the same time I want to make it a cool little trip as well. So then the oil field piping guys have really looked after me, and we'll be staying in the Goldie and probably riding at Reardon, so it'll be fun.
And then we'll have to do a couple boat days with old Harley and maybe a couple cool dinner spots. You can.
Yeah. I mean the boat days.
I don't want you guys to talk about it anymore.
I was gonna say, what are you doing? Are you going back?
Yeah, I'm flying back, riding Monday, Tuesday, racing Paris, back to Florida.
Oh, you gotta go.
Man, I'm really on the grind. Next year though, I want to hopefully plan to maybe do this same deal or something like that. It'd be cool to kind of be able to spend some time here.
It's too far to come to just go straight home.
I know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like that's what I did last year. Just came for the weekend and then flew from here to Paris. So that was like
that's a big
journey.
Flight too.
Yeah,
dude.
and we got stuck in Singapore for a couple days. So he's racing in Paris next weekend, which is actually cool because I can watch that. But it's I don't know. This off-season racing is like it's kind of fun though. You're just like kind of cruising the world, racing, seeing stuff. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I just wish that the schedule let everyone do it. Because I feel, you know what I mean? Like if there was...
even for me, like I have to fight to be able to race these races.
Dude,
my team manager barely let me race this one.
Earl.
Earl, your team manager, Earl.
Oh, dude. You know what is a crying shame? And I know you boys don't want me to say it, but you two should have been at Straight Rhythm.
Straight Rhythm?
You had a bike. You had a 252 stroke.
Yeah.
Shit was sitting there. Had a one plate on it. That was a shame for me. As a fan,
I got so much like trolls on my Instagram saying that I shouldn't be running the number one plate on a two-stroke because it was stank dogs.
Tell him that.
I was like, dude, my whole feed like hundreds of comments, and I was like,
I wasn't near ready. I only rode for like a week before.
It's 45 seconds, bro.
Dude, I had to make sure the knees would stay in place before I go try that stuff.
Yeah, I was chatting about that.
Hey, we need to go do our signing.
You gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta do our signing. But yeah, thanks for having us.
We're getting
on
the
here.
eye right now that's saying like,
there is people. Oh, okay, there is people here that is telling you. Well, don't leave me alone, guys. That's all. I'm stoked to come on. Ando, when do you go? You go straight away, right?
I go back tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, I wish we could do like a legit one of these. Me and Dean, we're gonna go deep. We're gonna do a 3-hour one. I think Dean's got some stories.
Bring these at the after party tonight.
I don't know if we're gonna do that. I think once I've finished pressing record on this, I'm out on work because this has been a stressful deal getting this shit sorted.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks for having us, man.
Appreciate it, boys. It's been good seeing you. Since I'm not allowed back in America anymore.
What? You're not allowed back in America?
Did I not tell you that?
Why?
Oh, it's a long story.
Okay, yeah, we gotta go.
I thought you knew. G'day, Billy. Come on the podcast, Bilko. These guys are leaving me.
Alright, see you guys.
Alright, later.
Free smoke. Yeah, thanks, boys. Cheers. Righto, Dean Wilson and Jason Anderson, the champ. Dub boys. Thanks, legends.
Later.
I'll talk to you after.